Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Amber Mashuk. Thanks for being with us again for the news we've been following for you. Special Counsel Robert Mueller has been given a list of almost 4 dozen questions to lawyers for President Donald Trump as part of his investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election and whether Trump obstructed justice, according to a report published in the New York Times. The Times obtained a list of the questions, which range from Trump's motivations for firing FBI Director James Comey a year ago to contacts Trump's campaign had with Russians. Although Mueller's team had indicated to Trump's lawyers that he is not considered a target, investigators remain interested in whether the president's actions constitute obstruction of justice and want to interview him about several episodes in office. The lawyers want to resolve the investigation as quickly as possible, but there's no agreement on how to do that. Israel's prime minister on Monday unveiled what he said was a half-ton of Iranian nuclear documents collected by Israel intelligence, claiming it proved that Iranian leaders covered up a nuclear weapons program before signing a deal with world powers in 2015. In a speech delivered in English and relying on his trademark use of visual aids, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claimed the material showed that Iran cannot be trusted and encouraged President Donald Trump to withdraw from the deal next month. Quote, "Iran lied big time," end quote, Netanyahu declared. In Washington, Trump said it vindicated his past criticism of the nuclear deal. New details emerged on the rift between White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and President Donald Trump, with one former administration official saying Kelly privately called Trump an idiot last year. Kelly's insult to the president's intelligence, confirmed to the Associated Press by the former official, came as his clashes with Trump over policy and personnel grew louder and more frequent. Kelly, who has cast himself as safeguarding the public from the president, has also threatened to quit the White House on several occasions. Kelly's disparaging remark was first reported Monday by NBC News in a statement Monday. Kelly called the report, quote, "total BS," end quote, and characterized his relationship with Trump as, quote, "incredibly candid and strong," end quote. He added to the president, quote, "He always knows where I stand, and he and I both know this story is total BS," end quote. U.S. border inspectors allowed some of the Central American asylum seekers to enter the country for processing, ending a brief impasse over lack of space. Now, the migrants who crossed Mexico in a caravan may face a long legal path. U.S. Customs and Border Protection didn't say how many caravan members were allowed in Monday, but organizers said there were 8. About 140 others were still waiting in Mexico to turn themselves in at San Diego's San Ysidro border crossing, the nation's busiest. 2 Islamic State suicide bombers struck in Afghanistan's capital on Monday, killing 25 people, including 9 journalists who had rushed to the scene of the first attack, in the deadliest assault on reporters since the fall of the Taliban in 2001. An Agence France press photographer and cameraman for the local Tolo TV station were among the fatalities, police said. 2 reporters for the Afghan branch of Radio Free Europe and a third who was to begin working there soon were also killed, Radio Free Europe said. At least 45 people were wounded in the attacks. The body of a 4-year-old boy was found 5 days after a ferocious wave swept him out to the sea while he was walking with his mother on a beach in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, police said. Wesley Beasleys' body was found at about 7:40 a.m. on Monday on Corova Beach, which is located about 30 miles north from the beach from where he disappeared, Kitty Hawk Police Chief Joel Johnson said in a statement on Facebook. Wesley and his mother, who had been visiting the Outer Banks from their home in Manchester, New Hampshire, were walking in the shallow waters of the beach on a warm and sunny spring afternoon. but the surf was intense, with waves of 4 to 6 feet high. Wesley and his mother were alone when the current knocked them off of their feet and ripped Wesley away from his mother. We're on our way to 70 degrees today, and tomorrow is even better. Here's Maya with the forecast.
We're enjoying a good deal of sunshine today, and our temperatures are responding by reaching a high in the low 70s. We see some changes begin on Wednesday as winds start to come from the south. That means our temperatures move closer to 80, but also run the risk for some thunderstorms. The best chance for those storms will come late in the afternoon into the evening. The chance for thunderstorms remain for Thursday, but high temps remain above normal. Rain sticks around Thursday night before we dry out Friday morning. If you've got plans for the weekend, you look like you're in good shape with sunny skies and seasonable temperatures. That's the forecast. I'm Maya. Have a great day.
The Celtics took care of the surging 76ers in the Game 1 of the second round of the NBA playoffs last night. Here's Jolie with sports.
Substitute point guard Terry Rozier scored 29, and first-year Celtics forward Jason Tatum had a career-high 28 points to outplay redshirt rookie Ben Simmons on Monday night and lead Boston to a 117-101 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers. With much of the attention focused on the 76ers youngster Simmons and Joel Embiid, Boston's youth movement of Tatum and Rozier led the way. 2 days after scoring a career playoff high, 26 points in Game 7 against Milwaukee, Rozier tapped it while also adding 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Embiid scored 31 points with 13 rebounds for Philadelphia, which lost for just the second time in 22 games. The New York Yankees' 9-game win streak ended last night 2-1 after Astros starting pitcher Charlie Morton was dominant. Morton pitched 2 hit ball into the 8th inning and struck out 10 as the defending World Series champions snapped New York's streak. Houston has won 7 straight at home against the Yankees, including the postseason, holding them to no more than 1 run in each of their last 6 games here. The Astros tied the best 30-game start in franchise history, also accomplished last year and in 1973. The two teams meet again tonight. The game is on ESPN. Mexico lacrosse, playing shorthanded due to several injuries, was shut out last night 17-0. Marcellus jumped to a 10-0 halftime lead. Mexico softball didn't fare much better as it was shut out by CBA. Mexico was held to just 3 hits, 2 of them from Brittany Bond. That's a quick look at sports. I'm Jolie.
Calling all juniors, come purchase your prom tickets prior to May 4th. Prom tickets are only available for purchase until May 4th. Junior Prom 2018 guest forms are available in the Assistant Principal's office. Attention fall athletes, sports physicals will be held today, May 8th, 15th, and 22nd in the nurse's office. This is the only time physicals will be offered for fall sports. Physicals are given by appointment only. That's it for us today. Thanks for watching. I'm Amber.